bigay pangkabuhayan para sa lahat nating kababayan. Jukal 688, ikaw na ang manager, may financial freedom ka na. Dito sa negosyong ito, sapak ang kikitain mo. Jukal 688, bagong pag-asa, panibagong asinso sa buhay. Jukal 688, matagal nang naghahanap din sa inyo ang Jukals para tayo ay aasinso. Jukal 688. Text sa 0951
The world without art. Imagine, maglakaw ta aning kalibutan, walay music. Di ba uga ang kinabuhi? Walay entertainment, sama sa pelikula o programa sa telebisyon. Unsa na lang yun? Sa karon, napaspas na kaayo ang tuyok sa panahon, digital age na ta. Halos na nagakupot og cellphone, tablet, computer. Kay dali ra gyud nato ma-access ang lain-laing information. Diba? I-google mo lang. Tiray! Naana dayon ang impormasyon na imong ginapangita sa atong pagpangita o ginatawag nato karon na surfing. Di ba attractive sa ato ang naay graphic o animation? Sulay daw puro text lang ang pagkaplag nato sa surfing. Di ba pool? Graphics, animation. Ginagamit ning tools sa mga tao para makakuha og attraction. Labi na sa mga business products and services. Pag nindot, daghang likes. Daghang heart signs. Kana nagpasabot, maayo ang disenyo sa maong graphics ug maayo kaayo ang pag-conceptualize sa ilang hinimo. So, unsay pasabot ana? Gikinahanglan ang kaalam ninyo sa arts. Wala lang nasa application. Lahi ang technical skills sa concept. Ang concept, murag blueprint sa imong artistic decision na magdiktar sa technical skills. Tiyaw mo na? Walay saysay ang technical skills kung walay concept. Concept! 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 Concept!
This portion is brought to you by Southwill Learning Center.
Hey, classmate! Nami reunion ba? Hinanglan na mag-tarpaulin. Pila kayo pa-design sa spin shop?
Dahil ang bayad sa design ug sa print. Gusto mo, classmate, ako nang imo. Pila man pangayag mo.
A few moments later.
Nami presentation ba sa marketing? Mo ka ba edit uy?
Naman ka, classmate, kabalo mo video edit.
Pila?
Kamu nasabot.
Kwarta na na, di ba? Sa Arts and Design track, daghan mo exposure sa media training. Sama sa video editing, graphic design, animation, ug web designing. Asa pa mo, ana? Earn while you learn. With your technical skills in graphic design, pwede nimo inegosyo ang paggama og calling cards, posters, flyers, and tarpaulin, ug uban pang print materials. Malay mo, maipadayon lang nimo ang imong hilig sa animation, sa cartooning, Japanese manga. Pasinday maka-appeal mo sa mga Filipino team na nagtrabaho sa picture production. Who knows? Who can tell? Time could tell.
This portion is brought to you by Southwill Learning Center.
Kung hilig mo sa pagpinta, mapusta ng imong trabaho sa mga exhibit. Your works usually inspire communities. For sure, makakita ka gayon og patrons. The more exposures you'll have through exhibit, you can name a prize for your works. There will be a chance you can travel abroad and join international exhibits. From there, you will earn. Ang arts, muhatag po ni siya og giyas sa pagsabot sa kinayahan sa tao. Makita mo kini sa mga interpretation sa mga actors sa entablado, sa teatro, ug mga pelikula. Ang mga istoryang gipakita, istorya sa kamatuoran sa atong kinabuhi ug sa atong kalibutan. Kung actor ka, lalong gyud ang imong salabutan sa emosyon natong mga tao. Pero sayod ba mo? Pila ka tao ang nagpaluyo ning mga produksyon o palabas. Naay director nga naghatag og konsepto o desisyon. Costume designer. Light and sound designer. Ug mga crew. Grupo ni sa mga passionate na tao para makahimo lamang og piece of art. Tingala mo, gidugukan sa mga tao ang pelikula ni Eugene Domingo. Dili tanan bankable artist, pistizo, pistiza. Sa panahon nato karon, basta na kay talent, win ka. Kahibalo ba mo asa nagsugod si Eugene Domingo? Sa teatro. Si Empoy, nag-blockbuster ang kita-kita. Empoy? Mistiso? Di ba dili? Pero kahibalo ba mo, ang independent film director si Sigrid Bernardo sa kita-kita, nagsugod ang iyang pagkahawod sa teatro. Si Nora Honor. Mistiza? Tabunon ang pamanit, bansot, pero superstar. Hanip sa acting. Ang iyang pelikulang Himala ang kauna-unahang Filipino film na World Heritage. Hangtod karon, reyna siya sa mga indie films. Walang kupas ang kahawod sa pag-arte. Sa ubang nasod, gineskwelahan gyud ang pag-arte. May school for acting. Wala ta diri sa Pinas. Apan aduna tay mga theater companies na nagahubog, naga-train, nagahatag og acting workshop. Nag-amuma sa mga tao na naay passion sa pag-arte. Southwill Learning Center, Creative Communication and Arts Center. Good news! We have the Arts and Design track sa K-12 na.
This portion is brought to you by Southwill Learning Center. Every child has an opportunity to succeed.
Sa theater program, dili lang sa performance makita ang skills or talent sa mga estudyante. Tungod sa exposures nila sa mga plays, drama, scripts, or screenplay, maharness sport ang ilahang communication skills. Oo nga, pwede silang maato sa local radio or TV stations sa Southwill para mahimong komentarista, news anchor, or video jockey. Sikat ka din! Kung magustuhan ka sa production head, you can win your own sponsors. And from there, you will earn. Earn while you learn. Learn from professionals. Be trained by professionals. Kung ang hilig nimo pagsayaw, pwede ka mag-choreographer sa piyesta, contest sa mga sayaw, ug uban pang social functions. Siyempre, bago ka nila kuwaon, establish your name first. Build your credibility through training and exposures. Sa Arts and Design track, naakaana, earn while you learn, and be trained by professionals, learn from professionals.
This portion is brought to you by Southwill Learning Center.
Nga naman daw piliu ng Arts and Design track. Ang Arts and Design track adunay mga lain-laing areas na gitagaan ni plataporma. Visual Arts, Performing Arts, Media Arts. Kung eskwela ka og arts o sining sa Tagalog, dili buot pasabot na diha ara tataman sa pagkanta, sa pagpinta, ug sa pagdibuho. Ang mga programa sa Arts and Design track aduna nay lalom na perspektibo sa function sa arts, sa katilingban, sa kultura, ug pagkakita isip na Filipino. Tama si nanay. Magunahuna gyud ta sa atong kaugmaon. Ang senior high dumugna kini sa gobyerno. ug sa Department of Education para matagan og dungag na skill sa inyong mga kabataan. Na kung gali, dili ka maka-college, pwede ka magtrabaho sa laing-laing ahensya. O di kaya, magnegosyo. Kung si nanay ang magbuot sa inyong padulngan, hunahuna asab sa imong kaugalingon kung misakar ba ang imong kusog, imong kabahuna, ug interes na gipili sa imong gilikanan. Hunahuna dili tanan tawo madipayon sa siyensya, sa numero. Usaon na lang imong mga creative juices. Hay, dili pwede nimo himuon ang square, circle. Ang circle, triangle. Lisod, di ba? Pero maay mga tao na ang mission gyud nila ang medical field. Science of precision, engineering, ug mukumpuni sa udsa pang mga butang-butang. Apan naa gyud mga tao na ang ilang mga kalagyon or spirit taas kaayo sa creative expression.
This portion is brought to you by Southwill Learning Center. Every child has an opportunity to succeed.
Kasagaran ng ilang paglantaw sa mga butang nagahatag og kaya, inspirasyon, kalipay na kasagaran. Kay dili ba? Sama sa poetry ni Shakespeare. O di ba lagtas? Ang spolaryo ni Juan Luna. Theater production. Musikero.
Get ready. Lights, camera, action.
Sa Southwill Learning Center, na ay mga ubay-ubay na immersion program na pag-aagian ninyo. Immersion with the artisans, galleries, commissioned and independent artists, ug uban pang mga art communities. Aduna pud tayo art mentorship program. Ang mga estudyante mahatagan og art lessons with the art practitioners o mga artists mismo. Naa pud ta art travel, visiting the national and local museums, art galleries, Cultural Center of the Philippines. Diba? Bongga! Naapod tayo art camp na mo-fulfill sa inyong mga creative juices. Sama sa photography, video editing, modeling, acting workshop, painting workshop, installation art, and filmmaking. Asa mo dalon aning arts and design track? Naabagid mo ipadulngan? The track will lead you in the future to design industry. Parehas ang pag-design sa building, architecture, furniture, textile design, and interior design. Pwede po mo muato sa performative industry. Kung muato ka sa performative industry, pwede ka muato sa entertainment, advertising, and commercial media. Pwede kang mahimong stage and movie actor, news anchor, musician, dancer, choreographer, composer, screenplay writer. O diba? Kung muato ka sa creative industry, pwede ka sa furniture, fashion, photography, web designing, filmmaking, animation, graphic design. Diba, besh? Astig! Ako'y chismis. Ang Digos daw, booming na. Daghan-daghan na ang mga business establishments. Hayag ang future nato, besh! Hayag. Kini nagpasabot kung booming ang ekonomiya sa usa ka lugar, ang buot pasabot na ay lugar ang entertainment industry. Mukusog ang turismo. Bored na ang mga tao pag tinarbaho. Mangita ginag diversion, besh. Nana kayo nahuna-hunaan? Ay! Alay na! Bored na ang mga tao sa pagtinarbaho. Mangita ginag diversion, besh. Besh, nana kayo nahuna-hunaan? Himo ka og patabo. Dali, imisyon nato ni. Join the Arts and Design track. Enroll now, Arts and Design track at Southwill Learning Center. Learn from professionals. Be trained by professionals. Earn while you learn. You just imagine the world without art. Imagine, maglakaw ta aning kalibutan, walay music. Di ba uga ang kinabuhi? Walay entertainment, sama sa pelikula o programa sa telebisyon. Unsa na lang yun? Sa karon, napaspas na kaayo ang tuyok sa panahon, digital age na ta. Halos na nagakupot og cellphone, tablet, computer. Kay dali ra gyud nato ma-access ang lain-laing information. Diba? I-google mo lang. Tiray! Naana dayon ang impormasyon na imong ginapangita sa atong pagpangita o ginatawag nato karon na surfing. Di ba attractive sa ato ang naay graphic o animation? Sulay daw puro text lang ang pagkaplag nato sa surfing. Di ba pool? Graphics, animation. Ginagamit ning tools sa mga tao para makakuha og attraction, labi na sa mga business products and services. Pag nindot, daghang likes. Daghang heart signs. Kana nagpasabot, maayo ang disenyo sa maong graphics ug maayo kaayo ang pag-conceptualize sa ilang hinimo. So unsay pasabot ana? Gikinahanglan ang kaalam ninyo sa arts. Wala lang nasa application. Lahi ang technical skills sa concept. Ang concept, murag blueprint sa imong artistic decision na magdiktar sa technical skills. Tiyaw mo na, walay saysay ang technical skills kung walay concept. Concept! 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 Concept!
This portion is brought to you by Southwill Learning Center.
Hey, classmate! Nami reunion ba? Hinanglan na mga tarpaulin. Pila kayo pa-design sa spin shop?
Dahil ang bayad sa design ug sa print. Gusto mo classmate, ako nang imo. Pila man pangayo nimo.
A few moments later.
Nami presentation ba sa marketing? Mo ka bulong edit, uy?
Naman na classmate ka ba mo video edit?
Pila?
Kamu nasabot?
Kwarta na, di ba? Sa Arts and Design track, daghan mo exposure sa media training. Sama sa video editing, graphic design, animation, ug web designing. Asa pa mo, ana? Earn while you learn. With your technical skills in graphic design, pwede nimo inegosyo ang paggama og calling cards, posters, flyers, and tarpaulin ug uban pang print materials. Malay mo, maipadayon lang nimo ang imong hilig sa animation, sa cartooning, Japanese manga. Pasinday maka-appeal mo sa mga Filipino team na nagtrabaho sa picture production. Who knows? Who can tell? Time could tell.
This portion is brought to you by Southwill Learning Center.
Kung hilig mo sa pagpinta, mapusta ng imong trabaho sa mga exhibit. Your works usually inspire communities. For sure, makakita ka gayon og patrons. The more exposures you'll have through exhibit, you can name a price for your works. There will be a chance you can travel abroad and join international exhibits. From there, you will earn. Ang arts, muhatag po ni siya og giya sa pagsabot sa kinayahan sa tao. Makita mo kini sa mga interpretation sa mga actor sa entablado, sa teatro, o mga pelikula. Ang mga istoryang gipakita, istorya sa kamatuoran sa atong kinabuhi, ug sa atong kalibutan. Kung actor ka, lalong yun ang imong salabutan sa emosyon natong mga tao. Pero sayod ba mo? Pila ka tao ang nagpaluyo ning mga produksyon o palabas. Naay director nga naghatag og konsepto o desisyon. Costume designer, light and sound designer, ug mga crew. Grupo ni sa mga passionate na tao para makahimo lamang og piece of art. Tingala mo, gidugukan sa mga tao ang pelikula ni Eugene Domingo. Dili tanan bankable artist, pistizo, pistiza. Sa panahon nato karon, basta na kay talent, win ka. Kahibalo ba mo asa nagsugod si Eugene Domingo? Sa teatro. Si Empoy, nag-blockbuster ang Kita-Kita. Empoy? Mistiso? Iba dili. Pero kahibalo ba mo, ang independent film director si Sigrid Bernardo sa Kita-Kita, nagsugod ang iyang pagkahawod sa teatro. Si Nora Honor. Mistiza? Tabunon ang pamanit, bansot, pero superstar. Hanip sa acting. Ang iyang pelikulang Himala ang kauna-unahang Filipino film na World Heritage. Hangtod karon, reyna siya sa mga indie films. Walang kupas ang kahawod sa pag-arte. Sa ubang nasod, gineskwelahan yun ang pag-arte. May school for acting. Wala ka diri sa Pinas. Apan aduna tay mga theater companies na nagahubog, nagatrain, nagahatag og acting workshop, nag-amuma sa mga tao na naay passion sa pag-arte. Southwill Learning Center, Creative Communication and Arts Center. Good news! We have the Arts and Design track sa K-12 na.
This portion is brought to you by Southwill Learning Center. Every child has an opportunity to succeed.
Hello, Diga City and Davao del Sur. You are watching the new episode of Shine More with Teacher Rhea on Southwill Live. You're listening to the number one radio station, DXPM 91.9. Now, catch our new episode or a new conversation about arts, art events, budding artists in Southwill Learning Center, Diga City, and even Davao del Sur. All right. So, yeah. Okay. Let's talk about this is a very interesting topic about our participation in the Asia Pacific Arts Festival that was held in Malacca, Malaysia, in 2020. So 4 of our students were sent to this event. Again, Asia Pacific Arts Festival. Now, what is this? Well, what is this event all about? Well, it aims to promote harmony, peace, global friendship through diversified cultural exchange, workshops, and competitions. Now, the senior high school students, Kyle Torion, Chris Andre Flores, Fritz Macalino, and MJ Membreve joined in this event. So one of the participants is our guest for this episode. Okay, so we have, and yeah, I'm proud to present to you MJ Wayne Membreve, that earns Distinction Gold Award in this international competition. Hi, Wayne. Okay. So so we already have shown it here. Okay, the video. Yeah. You've seen it. You've seen it. Okay. Now that video is about showcasing the different dance entries from different regions of Asia Pacific. Now, in fact, many of the participants, entries from the Philippines in this event. So we're one of them. Now, there are a lot of participants from Indonesia, Singapore, Malaysia, of course, because they're the host country for this Asia Pacific Arts Festival. We have not Japan, Sri Lanka, and lot more, and Thailand also joined. So now, then three of our participants garnered the Distinction Gold Award. Is the highest gold award in visual arts competition. Diba? So they are representing the country. And they are from, of course, Digos City. Yeah, so they are, I would consider them as the pride of Digos City and also pride of the Philippines. Ay, tila pwedeng Digos City lang. Dapat Davao del Sur or Davao region, no? 4 of them were able to get the highest award. Now, so here with me is MG Wayne Breve. Yeah, now he's a grade 12 students and arts, taking the arts and design track of Southwill Learning Center. Wayne is a very versatile student, and she was involved, or she has been involved in many events, art events in our school. Now, she's not into visual arts only, but she writes poetry, she writes stories, and in fact, she's one of our contestants in the National Online Conference hosted by the Children's Museum Library Incorporated for the poem writing contest. Now, so you see the versatility of our students in our school. So their creativity has been staged in different platforms. So, yeah, Wayne is here. Ayan, ang ganda-ganda ni Wayne. So that's Wayne Membreve. Wayne, napapanood tayo sa Digos City and Davao del Sur, the entire province, are correct? Yeah. So, ayan. Batiin natin. Let's greet your friends in the Digos City. Yes, Wayne, you can greet. Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody. My name is MJ Wayne Membreve, and I am a student from Southwill Learning Center, grade 12 student, and my track is art and design track. As what Mom Lenore Abbott said, I'm an art student with lots of talent. I am very flexible with my talent. So,
diba?
yeah, hi.
Ayan si Wayne. Okay. Yes, as I said, Wayne won the Distinction Gold Award in the Visual Art Competition in the Asia Pacific Arts Festival. Okay, that was February 2020. Okay, before nag-lockdown, at least we have already tried to get to other country. Yeah, it was fun experience, right, Wayne? Okay, yeah. Let's talk about that. Why do you think Southwill has chosen you to represent our Philippines?
Well, I think that for me, because of the mentorship program of Southwill Learning Center, na nahasa dito ang talents, especially in the arts. In my sa ako akay is ang visual arts, and I think that Mom Lenore Abbott really gave me the courage to participate in APAF, the Asian Pacific Festival Arts Festival, and I'm very honored at that time. And sa ako ato, I was very nervous because it was my first time to participate in an international contest, especially in Malaysia, outside our country. So like, I felt the pressure because not only was I was not only representing my school but also our nation, the Philippines. So the burden and the pressure was there. So like I was nervous, but at the same time I was excited because it was my first time. So at that time I thought na so naga-practice mi ato with Sir Jolaman. Sir Joel Jolaman. He was our mentor at the time sa visual. He taught about us about the concept, the styles and techniques, and there I came up with a concept that I made for my arts.
Yeah. Yes. But actually, Wayne is into visual arts even before when you were in. Di ba, Wayne? Before you went to Southwill, I mean, you were already into visual arts during the junior high school. Kudos also to your teachers in junior high school because they were the ones who planted the seed, your interest in visual arts. But okay, now what made the difference with the training with Sir Joel Jolamen in this for this competition? So what do you think is the difference there?
Well, there was a very, very huge difference because Sergio Lamen is a professional a visual artist, and with professionals guiding us, we will makabalo mi kung asa mi pa dulong sa muhang art, like what our concept is, na-guided kami sa muhang techniques and styles and all that. Like, well, the hardest part was making the concept. So with Sir's help, it made such a huge difference in creating ideas to incorporate in our output to present in APAF. So like, yeah, it's very difficult if wala walay mentor na magtudlo sa moa. So yes, it's a very, very huge difference with the help of other professional artists also.
Yeah, I understand that. Good point, no? It takes a difference when an artist taught you the style, okay, a different approach in your work, in your artworks, all right? Well, who is this Joel Jolamen? Now, Joel Jolamen is a prolific visual artist in Davao region, and his works were exhibited in different parts of the country, particularly Europe, New York, and just recently he was representing the Philippines for the United Nations for a visual arts competition hosted by the United Nations. So it was such a pride for Southwill Learning Center for being one of our artistic mentors or art mentors in our art mentorship program. So yeah, even okay, and then he was also the visual artist. The coordinator of the National Commission of Culture and the Arts in visual arts, okay, for Mindanao. So actually, Sir Joel also into filmmaking. So, but largely his works deal with the visual arts. It's a graduate of fine arts. So that's Sir Joel. Okay, Sir Joel Jolamen, no? He's also a production designer of independent films, especially the works of Sherrod Sanchez, okay, and he was also my consultant before when we have film projects. Okay. Minsan, pero hindi naman, yung ka-discussion ko lang. Hindi naman talaga consultant na may bayan. Okay. Now, so, Sir Joel became the important friend of Southwill Learning Center, a guest mentor, and then giving his time, his expertise, inspiring our students in Southwill Learning Center how to improve their craft. Okay, and in fact, he has mentioned, Wayne, that even the color mixing, so it takes a lot of time, knowledge on that in order to improve your craft. Okay, so how long? So what are aside from training, how do you prepare yourself for the competition, Wayne?
So there was actually a lot of preparation. Like before all the competition started, we had a lot of paperworks, and of course, there's a lot of process. The practicing our skills and practicing our talents, and also especially our confidence and
Yeah.
how we talk, how we talk, especially to in Malaysia. Like we speak in English there because of course they're not native Filipino, so like we speak the international language and we practiced a lot. And I think the most important thing to practice, especially in an international competition, is the confidence. You have to build up the confidence. You have to be confident in your skills because of course we're representing internationally, so represent our country. It's not just because we enter it, because so like yes, we practice our confidence, we practice our talent, and that's all.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Wayne. Okay, now let's talk about your work, The Resilience of the Filipinos. Okay, that's a title of your piece, no? Of the winning piece. Okay, so can you tell about that?
Okay, so like
Do we
one
have
thing-
a clip for that? Okay, that's Wayne. All right. Okay. All right, sige. Anyway, yeah, it's too fast. Okay, now resilience of Filipino. Okay, that's good. I love that. That's Wayne. Yeah, in the competitions, there's a specific size, correct? A specific size, and then. Okay, tell us more about this. That's the title, The Resilience of the Filipino. Yeah.
So, well, funny thing is that before even creating that, daghan ko na create na concept, but still based on the beautiful nature in our country. But at that time, Sir Julamin wanted us to focus on the Mindanao nature, not just the overall of the Philippines, including Visayas and Luzon, but because we're from Mindanao, we focused on what we see in the Mindanao nature. So like at that time, I came up with The Resilience of the Filipinos, my piece, because of I found inspiration of the beauty of the Vinta boats in Zamboanga. Like it was very colorful, and it represents hugely of our culture and the colors of the Philippines. And also the resilience of the Filipino actually means that when I took inspiration of many people of the Filipino, our countrymen, because of how we face challenges with a smile. So like as you can see in my painting, there are huge waves, raging waves in the sea with Vinta boats. So it meant that, well, throughout the hardships that we Filipinos encounter, we still walk through them straight with a smile. Like us Filipinos, whenever we feel troubled, whenever we feel like we're challenged with something, we always face them with a smile. We always face them with confidence, without any hesitance. Or maybe we have hesitance, but it's overpowered by our confidence and determination to overcome these challenges. And that's why I created The Resilience of the Filipino, because I was inspired by the Filipinos' really determined work overcoming challenges in their lives.
Wonderful. Okay, very good. Well said. Thank you. That's MJ Wayne Membreve, no? Ang ganda. Yeah, we are waging through the storms, and then Filipinos just there, just like now. I mean, what is the storm in our lives these days is the pandemic, no? The challenges brought by pandemic. So, but we're still manage, all right, to how we're going to withstand all these difficulties brought by pandemic, and that's really Filipino. How it takes to be a Filipino, resilient. Okay, well explained. Dwayne, thank you so much for sharing that. You know, your victory. You are such a pride of Diga City, or the pride of the Philippines. In fact, I saw the judges. They were so happy, seeing your works. And yes, time check is 1:42 in the afternoon. So let's pause for a while. Okay, stay tuned. You're still watching on the number one radio station. You're listening to the number one radio station, 91.9, and you're still watching Shine More with Teacher Rhea on Southwill Live. Don't go away.
Kung ang hilig nimo pagsayaw, pwede ka mag-choreographer sa piyesta, contest sa mga sayaw, ug uban pang social functions. Siyempre, bago ka nila kwaon, establish your name first. Build your credibility through training and exposures. Sa Arts and Design track, naakaana, earn while you learn, and be trained by professionals, learn from professionals.
This portion is brought to you by Southwill Learning Center.
Kasagaran ng ilang paglantaw sa mga butang nagahatag og kaya, inspirasyon, kalipay ng kasagaran. Kay dili ba? Sama sa poetry ni Shakespeare o di balagtas ang spolaryum ni Juan Luna, theater production, musikero.
Get ready. Lights, camera, action.
Now you're back to Shine More with Teacher Rhea on Southwill Live. Now, still with me is Wayne Membreve. Okay, the grade 12 student of Southwill Learning Center. So lately, she talked about her involvement in the Asia Pacific Arts Festival that was held in Malacca, Malaysia, and she was representing the country for visual arts competition, and she garnered the highest award, the Distinction Gold Award. All right, so she is indeed the pride of Southwill Learning Center, and the pride of Diga City, the pride of Davao del Sur, and the pride of the Philippines. Okay, so now let's talk more about you, Wayne. Okay, your interest. Why did you get into the arts? How did you start getting into it? Because I keep on telling this to the public. People, teenagers like you get to this track. I always consider you the brave souls. These are the brave souls, all right, and who were not affected by what the people around them. Okay, in choosing this track, because this is the road that is less traveled. Okay, konti lang talaga pupunta sa arts and design track. But people who get into this track are really wonderful people, such as you. Okay, now let's start with the question: how do you get into the arts? Okay.
It was a pretty long time ago when I was a child, since elementary pa. Like, at that time, I was looking at cartoons and I want to draw like them. Like, I want to create a story that makes people happy. So, at that time, I started drawing a lot, even though that I didn't have that skill yet to draw actual characters. But through practicing and all, like, I harnessed my talent, and at that time, wala pa mo kay siya options about arts, like dere sa Mindanao kay wala pa kay siya ka ng mga options sa schools about teaching arts. And then at the time at high school, I went to national. At that time kay gusto ta ko mag textbook, and then I went to a special program
for the
in the
arts.
arts. Yes.
Okay.
They teach their multiple art programs like music and dance and visual arts. And at that time, dito siya na-harness ang talent. Dito ko na I opened my eyes to a lot of the principles of designs, arts, and elements. So, at that time, natuluan ko dito og mga basics.
The basic, no?
Opo, the basics.
So you
of
were
arts.
able to explore the potentials of your
Yes.
potentials, your creativity in this program, in this art program. That's good. So when you get to Southwill, it's different thing because you will be given a lot of platforms where you can exercise these creativities or and your artistic inclinations. Now, your inclinations, your creativity is not confined only to visual arts, right, Wayne? Okay, you also not only to visual arts, but I mean, so you are also interested in poetry, in literary arts, in poetry writing. So tell us about that.
Well, sa poetry is that I've always wanted to write, create a story, right? But it's very difficult for me to form the words, and then I found a way, easiest way to do it, like through poetry, with rhyme schemes and syllabic and with meters, like through poetry kay dito po na ako ma-express akong mga like feelings. And then sa Southwill gid na ako na-hone akong skills
Sa writing. Okay. Yeah, and you just realize that writing poetry is like doing painting, correct? Okay. And so we have the visual terms for visual arts. Okay, you express your ideas, your concepts in your abstraction in visual arts, but you can also put your ideas into words. Okay, so now, yeah, I saw some of your works, no? I wish I could read it because I like reading your works. And siguro, you just continue doing that, Wayne, because you really have that flair in writing. Now, and yeah, what can you tell to people, no, to the budding artists like you? The people around them may discourage them, or don't get into arts, hindi kayo yaman dyan. Sabi nila. But I have known a lot of artists are really, really rich. So, now, what can you say? What can you say, to them? What advice can you give them?
Well, I think that you should just let them be. let them say whatever they say. You yourself, you just have to prove them wrong. So like, if they tell you, if they say negative things about the career that you chose, especially in the arts, you have to prove them wrong. So you continue doing your talents, honing your skills and ability in that field, and then show them the things that you can create from arts. Like, show them that you can be like other professions also, that this work can be a professional career that can be chosen.
Yes, wow. Talagang nag-advise si Wayne na you have to pursue arts. Well, yeah, that's good, Wayne. No? Thank you for that. I hope you inspire a lot of youth, no, Dicos youth, sort to get to this track. Arts is something that fulfills in you, fulfills your spirit, and arts can be found, can be felt anywhere. You just have to make your own distinct expressions, and then translate these expressions into different forms. It can be literary, and it can be visual term. Now, arts can really influence people if you only believe in that. Arts is not for personal consumption. It has a purpose. So I think as an artist, just like Wayne, okay, resilience of the Filipinos, in here, the title of his work, Resilience of Filipinos, she means to inspire people that this is what we are. So what we are as Filipinos, now she expressed that through his artworks. Okay, so in that way, you can inspire people. All right, if others use songs, Wayne used his works to inspire people that we can thrive all difficulties because we are Filipino and we are resilient. Okay, so thank you, Wayne, and it's nice to have you here. I hope I can still, I hope I can invite you again in this in this program, Shine More with Teacher Rhea on Southwill Live, and I want to talk to you more about this on this program, and so that you can inspire, you can reach a lot of people, all right, with your perspectives, your fulfillment in this field, the arts. So let's pause for a while, and okay, let's hear a few reminders. Stay tuned on Shine More with Teacher Rhea on Southwill Live.
Classmate, ano reunion ba? Hinanglan na mga tarpaulin. Pila kayo pa design sa print shop?
Lahi ang bayad sa design ug sa print. Gusto mo, classmate, ako nang himo. Pila man pangayag mo.
A few moments later.
Namin presentation ba sa marketing? Mo ka ba edit, uy?
Naman ta, classmate, kabalo mo video edit.
Pila?
Kamu nasabot.
Kwarta na, di ba? Sa Arts and Design track, daghan mo exposure sa media training. Sama sa video editing, graphic design, animation, ug web designing. Asa pa mo, ana? Earn while you learn. With your technical skills in graphic design, pwede nimo inegosyo ang paggama og calling cards, posters, flyers, and tarpaulin, ug uban pang print materials. Malay mo, maipadayon lang nimo ang imong hilig sa animation, sa cartooning, Japanese manga. Pasinday makapil mo sa mga Filipino team na nagtrabaho sa picture production. Who knows? Who can tell? Time could tell.
This portion is brought to you by Southwill Learning Center.
So we're back. You're still listening to the #1 radio station, DXPM 91.9, and you are watching Shine More with Teacher Rhea on Southwill Live. Okay. Now, before I bring you our next guest, okay, for this program, for this conversation, let's hear a beautiful musical piece that became an entry for the songwriting competition in Filipino that garnered first runner-up, okay, among 20 entries in the National Online Conference in this competition. So now Southwill Learning Center came first runner-up. The champion was the Colegio San Agustin Makati, and then we came next, and then the second runner-up was the Lazal Zubel School, Muntinlupa. Okay. So, let's hear this.
Nahihirapan, di maintindihan ang sarili, umiikot sa dilim, nagtatanong kung kaya pa ba nahihirapan sa mundo, palaging gera. Kailangan ko ng kasama, palabas sa pintuan na puno ng problema. Tagapagpamuno sa sarili, nagtatanong kung kaya pa ba na lumaban sa gera. Ikaw mismong may gawa. Palawagin ang kaalaman, sutulan man ang hirap na pagdaanan, pag-asa't paniniwala ang magsisilbing bala sa giyera. Pinasukan, tagapagpamuno sa sarili, nagtatanong kung kaya pa ba na lumaban sa gera. Ikaw mismong may gawa, na ikaw mismong may gawa, ikaw mismong may gawa.
So once again, that's an entry for the songwriting competition in Filipino. Entry of Southwill Learning Center, represented by Irene Shane Brigole and Krishna Sheen Macalino. So they were the makers, the composers of that song. So here with me is Irene Shane Brigole. Okay. Yeah, she is our, this time she's not an arts and design track student. She is, oh, there we go. She is a, ang ganda niya dyan, oh, diba? She is a humanities and social science student. Okay, tama ba ako? Yes. Social science student. Okay. Humanities. Humes. Taga-Humes siya. Okay? So what you have seen there on, okay, there we go. CMLI National Online Conference Songwriting in Filipino Champion de la Southwill Santiago de la Salle School. Ano yan? De La Salle Zobel Santiago School? Or can you do research on that? Then the first runner-up is Southwill Learning Center, represented by Sheen Macalino and Irene Sheen Bergerly. Then the second runner-up, Academy of St. John La Salle Green Hills. Ah, sorry, mali pala ako. I'm sorry, kanina I said it's the Colegio San Agustin Makati, but this time there are two LaSalle schools, no? The other one is Academy of St. John LaSalle Green Hills Supervised, a second runner-up. So it was really, it was really a victory for Southwill Learning Center to came in the top 3 among all the entries. In English category, we are champion, but this time in Filipino, we are first runner-up. So it was really, pride of Southwill Learning Center to have Irene Shane Brigole and Krishna Sheen Macalino, okay, to create this beautiful songs, Tagapagpamuno. That's the title of the song, Tagapagpamuno. Now, okay, so here with me is Irene Sheen. Tama ba, Sheen? Sorry. Krishna Sheen. And this one is Irene Sheen Brigole. Now, Irene, sige, the spotlight is on. The spotlight is yours. Okay.
So, hi everyone. My name is Irene Shane Brigoli. I am a Humanities Social Sciences student in Southwill Learning Center.
Okay, yes, that's Irene. Irene is a fun-loving person. Okay, very popular in school because she's funny. Ganun, no? She's fun and very active in our art activities. Now, this time is not into arts and design track, but she is a humanities student. Now, sige, what is your involvement in the creation of this song, in writing this song?
So, for me, Miss, is talk about in pandemic. So, gibuhat na mo ni Shane para kuan mi sa unsay gamaan ni amo ang kanta sa mga tao, especially karong pandemic. So, gibuhat na mo ni Tarong para kay ang gidalaan ni kay ang eskwelahan, kay laylahi ang mga ang mga kalaban. So, dapat ang pride na mo diri is ang Southwill. So, buhat siya ng kaya para lang nami makuan, makita sila kung unsa ang Southwill.
I think, wow, that's so nice. Thank you, Sheen. Thank you, Irene. That's nice. Okay. Well, na-stunned ako doon. Okay, so the love for the school. Okay, good. But primarily, when you join the contest, of course, you want to deliver the message, correct?
No, yeah, the message. Now, the lyrics is very nice, and then let's go back to the questions. What's your involvement in the process of making? I think it's you were the first vocalist. You were the vocalist of the first few stanzas of the song, correct? Okay, so now what was your feeling then? I mean, when you were chosen to be the partner of Sheen Macalino from ADT, from Arts and Design track.
So, first, kulba siya kay nakaingo sarili nga nung ako na kuan dili ko nindot tugtingogan anak ko sa ko sarili ato nya na remember ana man si Miss Shomara, go lang Irene which is among teachers asya go lang Irene kaya nimo ni kay once si Miss abot na naay salig sa imuha, so you need to trust yourself too. So that mo tong gibuhat nagbinaga jud kugnaw parang gimbinaga jud kugnaw ipakita na ko kung sa jud ang Southwill mo to ni appeal jud ko gigrab na ko opportunity kay
That's good.
kay kuan kaning sa una plato ray makadug sa kong tingog karon mga tao na so mo to nalipay ko kay na dongga na nila akong tingog.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I told because your teacher in music had already told me that last year that you have the potential in music. Correct? Yes. When you had this conducting, were you involved in that? I'm sorry. Basta meron kayong you have these activities and the choir or something?
Yes.
I don't know that was you. Basta ang narinig lang sa akin, you were into music. So now we're looking because almost all the events in that competitions, because there's series of events in the CMLI National Online Conference. So it was already taken by I mean, because hindi pwedeng double ang selection, so it should be represented by one student per event, something like that. So now because what's in my mind then was you, because your teacher in music, what was Sir Edmund. Okay. Yeah, Sir Edmund Daligdig told me that, oh, you have potentials in singing. So I chose you. Actually, I was the one who chose you for that. So now I'm so happy that you like being chosen.
Thank you, Miss.
Okay, so yeah, it was also a surprise for me because the style, no, your vocal style had manifested so well in your creation, and yes. Okay, now do we have question here? Okay, we have question here. Is it your first time joining the contest?
Yes po.
In the national level. But
Yes
you
po.
were joining contests in local.
Dili. So, mo jud akong first. So, that mo to
wow.
na. Kulbaan jud ko. Mo to na binaga jud ko naong.
Oh, not bad for the first time, di ba? National pa agad. O, national competition. Okay.
Mo to, anak ko na, tarungon jud na ako ni kay ditso dahin ko sa taas, wa pagi ko sa ubos.
Oo, di ba?
Mo to, ditso taas, birit na ditso tanan dito.
So it is really possible. Okay,
Yes,
possible,
miss.
no?
I-grab na ko
Possible to
opportunity.
get there, okay?
Yes.
To get the star, okay? To reach the star for the first time. Okay, that was good. Now, tell me your high interest in music.
Not really kay ko kwansa kay ang ako mangumis if daga kanta ko, so kanyang gibot is hobby lang ako ni siya, miss. Kay natakdan ko sa kong mama kay taga uli ni mama diri sa Pilipinas, while nagluto siya sige siya kanta, so mo to ako pod na share it ko sa iyang sakit na sige siya kanta, mo to na kanta naming duha, miss. Mo to na naburag na immune ako siyang gipangbuhat, miss, bang nadala na ako.
So your mom is
Yes, miss.
the biggest influence, no? In why
Oto
you
na
get
pasalamat
into
ko niyo,
music.
miss, kay na proud si mama sa ko.
Oh, I'm so happy to know that.
Yes, miss.
Yahoo! Oh, di ba? Yeah, I like that. Sige, bigyan pa. Yahoo! Okay. Now, alright. So, good. Now, meron pang isang question. Do you have, okay, let's talk about, your other involvements in the program. Now we have a lot of art events. Okay, so what was memorable for you? Event that you find it really very different experience. Okay, in grade 11 or syempre nga yung grade 12 kayo, wala masyadong activities because of the pandemic. Now, what was the remarkable for you? Remarkable experience?
Sa Kwamis is Sulay.
The
Medyo to
Sulay,
pinaka-the
the
best
theater
sa ko to.
production.
Even though no nasiglinog kami sige mitugtog. Ana, lagi miss kay sila tinabangay gud mi tanan mi ato. Kani kayan to ni kay kundi tabukan. Yayay tag miss abot mo to mi tanan. Balag linog lang ka magkuan pa mi diri.
Wow!
Mag-event pa mo to the best kinako to miss kay kung bako naglinog to gawas mi tanan. Mo to the best kinako to sa Kwamis kay pila gud to kadlaw namong gihaguan.
Correct.
Nya grahago kasuko sa ginikanan namong giantos atong pero worth it gyapon in the end. Grabe jud.
Wow, that's the spirit of Southwill girls. Okay. Yeah, that's the beautiful spirit, no? Yun, no matter how, the challenges that go along the way in pursuing your the craft, pursuing your arts, but because you believe in what you do, and it became more remarkable. Your works became remarkable. So, yeah, that was Sulay Production. It's a black box theater, by the way. Sulay Production, that was a black box theater production. And then our students were grouped according to their interests. They were the performers, and at the same time, they were the makers of the different elements like music, props, stage design, so forth. Now, Irene was involved in music, no, in soundtracking the the performance. So it was very interesting, right, Irene, because we made use of indigenous instruments. We incorporate them in their what do you call this, in their compositions, in their performance. That was your first time, right, Irene?
Yes, miss.
Yeah. Why didn't you get into arts and design track, since you know that you have this creative, you have these artistic inclinations?
So actually, miss, gusto ko mag-ADT. Kay mo dyan akong first choice niya. Si mama kay dili siya mo kuan na ay, ang
doesn't believe in
mag-ADT
the
mo
arts.
ka. How di kang pintura ko na tagay man mo. Si mama ay niya. Muto wala ko lang choice, nag-humanities na lang ko. Pero okay man gyapon miss kin. Sabay man miss, so maka-jam gyapon mi with together sa kuan
Correct.
ADT.
Because
so, saya
the-
lang kay wala ko nag-ADT.
Okay, good. Yeah, that's good about it in our school, because our art events involved everybody, no matter what track you are in. And what's the strength of humanities and social science program is journalism, even literary writing, creative writing. They were exposed to writing fictions, writing non-fiction, so they're more into writing, still related to the arts.
Yes.
And it's just that the arts and design track get into visual arts and different forms of the arts, like music, performing arts, and the visual arts, media arts. So in here, in social science, it's still in the arts, still in the field of arts, but focus more on writing. Okay, so yeah, thank you, Irene.
Thank you,
You are
miss.
also pride of Southwill Learning Center. Your spirit, your driven spirit, right, to excel is felt in this composition, and it was really surprising for everybody, that Irene Shane Brigole can sing. And he was just known to his comical skits, but this time she was also a talent with this composition, no? Well, she is, not she was. She is. Well, she was, because I'm referring to the competition held in December. So, December last year. So, Irene, yeah, you have. I'm so happy to bring out that courage in you, that no matter it was your first time, but you did it well. You bring the spirit of excellence. Okay, pursuing that excellence. Okay, that's a beautiful spirit. No matter people are doubting what you are capable of doing, but thank you for standing that faith, that you can make a difference, that indeed with your talent in singing you have made the difference. Okay, so once again, you're listening to DXPM 91.9, and you're watching Shine More with Teacher Rhea on Southwill Live, and time check is 2:14 in the afternoon. All right, so stay tuned. We'll be right back after these few reminders.
Nga naman daw pilion ang Arts and Design track. Ang Arts and Design track adunay mga lain-laing areas na gitagaan ni plataporma. Visual Arts, Performing Arts, Media Arts. Kung eskwela ka og arts o sining sa Tagalog, dili buot pasabot na diha ara tatamat sa pagkanta, sa pagpinta, ug sa pagdibuho. Ang mga programa sa Arts and Design track aduna nay lalom na perspektibo sa function sa arts, sa katilingban, sa kultura, ug pagkakita isip na Filipino. Tama si nanay. Magunahuna gyud ta sa atong kaugmaon. Ang senior high dumugna kini sa gobyerno ug sa Department of Education para matagan og dungag nga skills sa inyong mga kabataan. Na kung gali, dili ka maka-college, pwede ka magtrabaho sa lain-laing ahensya. O di kaya, magnegosyo. Kung si nanay ang magbuot sa inyong padulngan, hunahuna asab sa imong kaugalingon kung misakar ba ang imong kusog, imong mahuna, o interes na gipili sa imong ginikanan. Hunahuna dili tanan tawo malipayon sa siyensya, sa numero, Saon na lang imong mga creative juices. Hay, dili pwede nimo himuon ang square, circle. Ang circle, triangle. Lisod, di ba? Pero maay mga tao na ambisyon gyud nila ang medical field. Science of precision, engineering, ug mokumpuni sa udsa pang mga butang-butang. Apan naa gyud mga tao na ang ilang mga kalagyon or spirit taas kaayo sa creative expression.
This portion is brought to you by Southwill Learning Center. Every child has an opportunity to succeed.
To become an artist takes courage. To aim high is the strategy in the mindset of an artist. An artist does not let their dreams be dreams. They take a step further to become who they want to be. To express, to entertain, to inspire, to aid. No matter what the circumstances are, if there's a will, there's a way. Southwill Learning Center, a home for aspiring artists. Southwill Learning Center's aim is to be a part of your growth, to develop future artists that the world needs, aiming towards a greater chance of creating a society where artists no longer have stereotypes.
Now, in the 21st century, what are we now? We're so hooked with digital technology. Making use of these instruments, found objects, tapos sinasimulate niya ang indigenous instruments.
The school is a place to exhibit your artistic expression, breaking boundaries and social standards.
Art in Southwill Learning Center is about making sense of our creativity. And it's not all about just expressing yourself. It's about understanding what kind of art, what kind of person, what kind of creativity you have.
A place to become yourself. A place to enhance your passion through workshops that the school offers, handled by professionals, which gives you the opportunity to take a step further for an artist's artistic experience. Don't lose the chance. Create a journey of becoming who you want to be.
Okay, so yeah, we're back. You're still watching Shine More with Teacher Rhea on Southwill Live. Only here on powered by Ate Beng TV. And you're still listening to the XPM 91.9, the number one radio station of Diga City. Okay, now, the next guest, for this program is a humanities students of Southwill Learning Center, Jamil Ruth De Luna. Okay, hi Jamil.
Hi, Miss.
Ayan na. So, Jamil, he's also one of the leaders of SSG officer in senior high school program. There she is. She's ayan. She was one of the participants for the National Online Conference hosted by the CMLI Children's Museum Library Incorporated. The National Online Conference was again participated by by many schools in different regions of the country. And Jamil was one of the contestants, okay, for these national competitions. All right. Now Jamil also has been performing in theater arts since she was in elementary. In fact, she is an alumna, okay, of the of Southwill Learning Center, elementary, okay, elementary education, and since she was young, she was in grade grade 3,
Grade 2.
grade 2. Since she was in grade 2, she was already starred in different theater productions in our school. She started with CREAD program, CREAD Communication Arts Center, and then she actively performed in so many theater productions, whether it's summer productions or the regular school productions, and she's been acting for many years, no? But she didn't get into arts and design track. She chose different track, and that is humanities and social science. Now, as I have said, the program of humanities and social science focused more on the honing the skills in creative writing. So creative writing, writing non-fiction, writing fictions, journalism. Now this is also a form of artistic expressions, no, literary arts. Okay, now Jamil. We have Jamil. By the way, Jamil also was involved in the Sulay production. It's a black box theater, and where we featured that production has featured two beautiful one-act plays. Two one-act plays. So these are ano ba yun? Amador Dagio's Wedding Dance. Then we have Jose Garcia Villa's Mia Inisa. Yeah, you have seen this in the we have shown on TV, on screen. Sorry, on TV. We have shared on screen. That was the stake taken for the Sulay production, Mir Inisa. That was the title of their plays that they have portrayed, Mir Inisa. Against, and Jamil performed the role of Mir Inisa. Okay, so it was that productions have launched the ability of our students to do translation. From Mir Inisa was written by Jose Garcia Villa. It was written in English, and now they translated it into Cebuano. And then Amador Dagio, that was written in English. Amador Dagio's Wedding Dance, that was written in English, and the humanities student translated them into Filipino. And then the Sulay production were created by students of two different tracks, the arts and design track students and the humanities and social science students. So you see, our art events, it was shared by students of these two tracks. So Jamil, Justin, you are playing with Justin, right? Spenido,
Yes,
and is also an ADT student. And then we have also a performer who played the role of Ahmed, also into social science, no, humanities and social science, Roy Flores. Now, let's talk about you, Asmir Inisa. Okay, so we have prepared questions here. Okay, the televiewers prepared questions for you. Okay. All right, Jamil. So, once again, Jamil Ruth De Luna is with me in this conversation. Okay. Hi, Jamil.
Hello, Miss. Good afternoon,
Would you like
everyone.
to greet your friends, your family?
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Jamil Ruth De Luna again, grade 12 student, Humanities and Social Sciences from Southwill Learning Center.
Yeah, that's Jamil. Now, Jamil, let's talk about your how did you let's talk about your interest in performing arts. Now, when you were chosen daw, this is the question, no? When you were chosen as the lead actress for that one-act play, how did you feel?
I feel pressured, although I have experienced a lot of theater productions, but just way back when I was elementary, when I came back to Southwill as senior high school student, I was pressured because they expect me to play the same as I am when I was in elementary. So I was trying to recall the memories of how Miss Rhea taught us to
the workshop,
to act, all the workshops, and although I was pressured, I feel honored because I was chosen as the lead role. One of the lead
and it was
roles.
well received by the audience. People love you, you know. And that Sulay production, we felt honored, you know, because the executives from the Children's Museum and Library Incorporated, all the way from Manila, went to see us. Okay, went to see your productions, and we were so proud then. Pero during the actual productions, the actual staging, nagkaroon ng lindol. So everyone was so excited, right? They were so excited because it's the opening day. And then all of a sudden biglang nagkaroon ng 6.9 earthquake, all right? So anyway, but however, we were able to play somehow prior to the actual staging, where we receive people, we receive audience from the outside. Kasi yung the first two showing, staging, we only receive friends and families of Southwill. And then nung actual na talaga, nagkaroon ng lindol. Okay, anyway. So, good, Jamil. How does it, well, let's talk about your translation, translating the Mer Inisa from English to Cebuano. So, what was the challenge then? How did you manage it? How did your teacher arranged you for that, in translating the work into colloquial language?
So it was handed to us with English language. So our task was to translate it to Bisaya. Although we were born and raised a place where people speak Bisaya, naglisod gyapon mi kay mga laglom ang mga words sa Bisaya. So we have to ask guidance from our teachers and to search from Google. But although lisod siya na pag-translate, pero lingaw siya kay kana naka-discover po may mga Bisaya na mga words na wala pa naman nabalaan.
Yeah. Yes, kasi you because you want, why is it like that? The language is so elevated, no, Cebuano, because why it was elevated? Because we want to maintain the integrity of the English language of Jose Garcia Villa. So you want to maintain that because it's too poetic. So you might as well want it to be poetic then when you translated it into Cebuano. That's why you use difficult words, no? Not too colloquial words in Cebuano, but it's elevated words just to maintain the poetic sense of the language of Jose Garcia Villas. All right. So, sige daw. Okay, what's the as a humanities students, how do you find the material of Jose Garcia Villa?
It was well written because it was kind of a fun story between a girl who is stuck with two suitors, and kind of like the story because it represents girls way back when they respect their parents. When it comes to courtship, they ask for their permission and they ask for their guidance.
Good. So it does appeal. Do you think it does appeal to
Yeah,
I mean, that work can still appeal the young audience.
Marag ang stories ang message sa story is to compare ang courtship sa una og sa karon, which is so different na kayo na. Pwede na ka makauyab mis kag walay permission, tago-tago lang sa parents. Pero
Pwede ka makauyab,
before
FB
kailangan
Messenger
gyud na
lang.
mga challenges na pagdaanan sa imong mga suitor para mapili gyud kung kinsa gyud ang rightful para sa imong heart.
And that's good about into performing arts, because you can paint a story like that, no? Bringing the the cultures in the past and now the present culture now these days, the culture these days that everything is accessible online, messenger, so it's so easy to reach people. Unlike before, we the culture in the past, we have we value the parents, no, the involvement of the parents in choosing the right man. Okay, so why do you think the audience would like it?
Because especially the parents, they would be able to relate themselves before na ilang ginapagdaanan basta na ay manguyab sa ila na kailangan gud mo agi gid sa parents. Tapos sa mga youth pod na ma-compare nila ba, ay grabe day sa una no na enjoy ka ng mga task na pagdaanan sa mga parents karon kay manguyab na sa text, magbulag sa text mo, dali ra kayo maman ang relationship na compared lahi sa una.
Oh. Okay, the two characters there are Tasmi and Ahmed. Tasmi is the noble, strong, and Ahmed is the very aggressive and deceptive. Okay, so you like the twist there, right? Because it was a comedy, no, a romantic comedy work, a play. So this may appeal to young audience, no. And even the acting of your co-actors, si Roy, so very comedic and very intense. Then in contrast to a very calm Tasmi played by Justine Espenido. Okay. So how do you think the parents receive that, your performance? Hindi ka ba niloko na kayo ni Justine, kayo ni Tasmi ang nagkadayo?
So from my parents' reaction, they were kind of shocked because I was into more igat-igat scenes. Sige lang mo to, naunsa man to. Kita ba to si Tasmi? Pero anang ilang response is kanang nindot pagdala sa mga actors and ang story na delivered jud siya pagtarong na makasabot ang mga audience kung ngano siya na inato, nganong si Tasmi ang napili. So
yeah. Well, it's filled with values, right? So that's good about in theater. If you want to inculcate, you teachers want to inculcate values, you can use performance to teach that values. Now, for example, in this play, it's all about the politeness. It's all about the honesty. Honesty thrives all. Love thrives all by being honest. So, and you cannot find your, being deceptive cannot solve your problems. Cannot solve your intentions, no? So that's the play all about, the value of honesty that wins the heart of everyone, the father and Mir Inisa themselves. So that's it. It was fun. I was also enjoying watching it, especially when it was performed in Cebuano. Well, I had played this before with the elementary kids. The first time that I got into Tigos, from Manila, from the graduate school. So before I came, when I came home, so I did that play, but I adopted it into a more fairy tale to make it appealing for young children because it's too adult. The play is too adult. So I changed a little bit and then I adopted the play. And then it was good. It was fun. And but it is still in English. We use the theater. Southwill uses the theater to build confidence of our children and to develop their communication skills, and also their bringing them to literary appreciation. So we use the theater arts. Now in here in senior high school program, we use the theater as a platform for our students to exercise their creativity, especially in writing and also into performing arts. So in the case of Jamil, she is into humanities and social science. So we tapped the school tapped their creativity in writing, especially in doing translation. So that's it. So it's more enjoyable to watch play about Muslim culture in Cebuano, because the language is so accessible, it can easily be understood, and the more you will love the language, the Cebuano language, mas ganahan kaminaw kay Cebuano kayo, no, into performance, because most of the performances are in Filipino and English, right, in school. But in here, it was not that popular to use Cebuano language as the medium for performance. So with this, it was well crafted. The translation was well crafted. The costumes, kudos to our students, because the costumes were well chosen, because it approximated the design approximated the Muslim Muslim wardrobe, Muslim costumes. So it was also, the costumes were also carefully planned. It must be Muslim, it must be Islamic, yung felt ng what do you call this? Okay, mahina pala boses ko. Okay. All right, there we go. So that was the Sulay production, where Jamil was involved in this as a lead actor, no? Kahit hindi man siya ADT student, he's into humanities and social science, but he still got involved in the performing arts. In performing arts projects, okay, such as the Sulay production. Do we still have questions here? Some more? Okay, so Jamil, so would you care to talk about your experiences as a as a humanities student?
Now that we are in grade 12, where our modules are about writing stories, creative non-fiction stories, and it was a challenge for me because I'm used to telling stories through words but not into writing, so I was challenging myself to write more stories, and stories that has wonderful values and wonderful lessons that can affect people.
It's good. Wow. I've read one of your works. Okay, you won. You won first place in the essay writing contest, on the spot. So I love reading it. It's very nice. It's very heartfelt. Okay, and I think that's what the program has contributed to your skills, your ability to write essays and writing stories. Okay, so once again, that's Jamil Ruth De Luna of Humanities and Social Science, okay, of Southwill Learning Center. Okay, in addition to that, Jamil has performed as one of the as one of the supporting roles in the Once Upon a Book, Journey to the Stars, last year's productions. Okay, and she played the role of a mother. Okay. So again, so it can be done, okay, to forms. You can be active in performing arts, and at the same time, you can be a literary writer. So just like Jamil, she has been exposed to for so many years in stage acting, in a theater production, so Southwill Learning Center, since she was in elementary, but her interest expands to creative writing. Yeah, and that made her chosen to be as one of the contestants in the National Online Conference hosted by the CMLI. Okay. Now time check is 2:42 p.m. Okay, so we'll pause for a while. And again, you are listening to the number one radio station, 91.9 DXPM. So stay tuned.
Sa Southwill Learning Center, na ay mga ubay-ubay na immersion program na pag-aagian ninyo. Immersion with the artisans, galleries, commissioned and independent artists, ug uban pang mga art communities. Aduna pud tay art mentorship program. Ang mga estudyante mahatagan og art lessons with the art practitioners o mga artists mismo. Naapod ta art travel, visiting the national and local museums, art galleries, Cultural Center of the Philippines. Diba? Bongga! Naapod tay art camp na mo-fulfill sa inyong mga creative juices, sama sa photography, video editing, modeling, acting workshop, painting workshop, installation art, and filmmaking. Asa mo dalon aning arts and design track? Naabagid mo ipadungan? The track will lead you in the future to design industry. Parehas anang pag-design sa building, architecture, furniture, textile design, and interior design. Pwede po mo ato sa performative industry. Kung muato ka sa performative industry, pwede ka muato sa entertainment, advertising, and commercial media. Pwede kang mahimong stage and movie actor, news anchor, musician, dancer, choreographer, composer, screenplay writer. O diba? Kung muato ka sa creative industry, pwede ka sa furniture, fashion, photography, web designing, filmmaking, animation, graphic design. Diba, besh? Astig!
Ako'y chismis. Ang Digos daw, booming na. Daghan-daghan na ang mga business establishments. Hayag ang future nato, besh! Hayag. Kini nagpasabot kung booming ang ekonomiya sa usa ka lugar, ang buot pasabot na ay lugar ang entertainment industry. Mukusog ang turismo.
Bored na ang mga tao pag tinarbaho. Mangita ginag diversion, besh. Nanak kayo nahuna-hunaan? Ay na! Bored na ang mga tao sa pagtinarbaho. Mangita ginag diversion, besh. Besh, naanak kayo nahuna-hunaan? Himo ka og patabo. Dali, imisyon nato ni. Join the Arts and Design track. Enroll now, Arts and Design track at Southwill Learning Center. Learn from professionals. Be trained by professionals. Earn while you learn.
Keep on hiding from the clouds. Try not to make a single sound. As did verse Ray, their valors is all, their weights are downfall, and the world will soon create a better place. A dream will fill this empty space. remnant of yesterday. Oh, ooh, ooh, ooh. Ah, la la da da. To this day, I know the thing we used to do may be shelved in a memory. Oh, oh, to survive from all the ordeals, sigh of uncertainty, and the world will soon create a better place. A dream will fill this empty space. All doors welcome our fate on a Sunday. Strength goes on from the remnant of yesterday. Ooh, 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 of yesterday. Oh, 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 we all became now soldiers. In every battle takes a toll. Oh, in every breath of the dying exhales freedom for another soul. Nothing beats the soul. For every darkness there's a breaking of down. A new life begins. And the world will soon create a better place. Oh, oh, our dream will fill this empty space. Oh, all doors welcome our fate on a Sunday. Strength goes on from the remnant of yesterday. Oh, ooh, 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 yesterday. Oh, oh, oh.
Okay, that was Crizel Omayan. That was Crizel Omayan, the vocalist of the winning entry of Southwill Learning Center for the songwriting competition in English. Right? So again, our favorite guest for this program, Shine More with Teacher Rhea on Southwill Live, is Crizel Omayan. She's still with us, today. Again, she's still with us today, for this program. Now, Crizel Omayan as the vocalist and the composer of that song, Breathe, and the guitarist is Chris Andre Flores. Okay, yun dalawa lang sila yung magpartner dito in creating that songwriting competition. So yeah, it's a pride of Southwill Learning Center because that song, Breathe, songwriting competition in English for the National Online Conference hosted by Children's Museum and Library Incorporated, won as champion, and first and runner-up is the Lizal Zobel College, and then the second runner-up is the Colegio San Agustin Makati. Okay, so again, the pride of Digos City. And the pride of Southwill Learning Center, Crizel Omayan. Yeah, there she goes. Ayan, ang paborito naming paborito naming guest sa programang ito. Since from the very start, she's always appearing to this program. Thank you once again, Crizel. Baka mamaya na ikaw na magiging host ng program na to. Yes. Crizel has, alright, I have said a lot about Crizel in the past two episodes. So right now, this is the third one. Crizel has been has been performing in the Mugna production. It was Mugna an innovation. Mugna a colloquium on music innovation. Okay, so that was organized by the Arts and Design track students, and of course with the support of the Humanities and Social Science students. Now, this is a project of the ADT of Arts and Design track for the exploration in the arts and in music. Okay, so we have invited local artists to be guesting this program, and we have Jeff Bringas as the recipient of Buluwanong Kibuhat Award, and also Lloyd Apolokyo, okay, or si Hisuka Sato was also awarded, no, for the innovation they did in their musical compositions, okay, and also in digital recording. So now we also have the featured artist Jethro Joaquin, professor of sound design in College of St. Benil de La Salle University, and also taught sound design in University of the Philippines, Diliman. So he was also with us in that event. That was February 18. That was Wednesday. The event was held in the SLC ground. Now, Crizel, together with his team, okay, with his group, also perform series of their own compositions, original compositions. So, hindi kami nagko-cover, no? Para lahat ng original compositions na ginawa ni Crizel Umayan, we featured that. Okay? And in this Mugna colloquium of music innovation. So, and that's the aim of Southwill Learning Center. So we provide creative platforms for our students to exercise their artistry, their creativity, particularly in music. No, and that Mugna is one of the creative activity in school where we showcase the talents of our students in music, especially in composition, in performance, and also in playing. So we use in that activity, we see the versatility of Griselle. She's not only into having a good superb voice, but she's also really into composition writing. So actually, we really want you, as part of our advocacy is to bring her to the public and support her. Maybe she will be the next KZ Tandingan. And that's what we're dreaming for her. So with these exposures that we gave her, okay, and I hope this will give her the milestone someday, in the future. Kircel is such a promising artist, a promising talent of Digo City. So once again, I'd like to present to you Crizel Umayan. Yay! Yes, okay. Yes, that's Crizel. Now, Crizel, how are you?
I'm doing great, miss.
Yeah, you're always doing great.
Yeah.
Congratulations to your performance in Mugna Productions. Okay, so your leadership, okay, in crafting the performance was very good. Together, kudos to your friends, Ava and Alexa. And of course, Chris Andrea has always been your partner in doing your musical stints in school. Okay, so congratulations. And I'm very proud of you. Everyone is so proud of you. I talked to the audience. They were asking their name. They were asking your names. What's the name of that girl? Ang galing-galing niya. Ganyan. We're talking to the audience. Okay. Wow, I love this girl. Sana siya ng next KZ Tandingan. That's what I've heard from them, ha? Hindi to sa akin lang. So, yeah, she's really proud of Digo City. So, okay, so, we'll prove. I mean, you have proven a lot, Crizel, right? The fact that you won as champion in the songwriting competition, okay? You defeated the giant schools in Manila. Anyway, they are also they're also good, of course, but it is something to be proud of because it's coming from Dico City, right? Or southern region. My question is this: you're going to show to us a number.
I'm going to show to you my original song, Miss, na wala pa miskin kinsa nakadungo.
Wow!
Pero unfinished pa kay wala pa bridge, pero ako lang siyang ipadungo balimrag sneak peek char. Yeah.
Oh, sige, wow! Not even in Mugna?
Yes, Miss.
Do you have the song selections in Mugna? Your compositions are already fun, no?
Yes.
And really appeal to a large audience. I mean, to most of the audience. They are reacting and they're having fun. We are all having fun there. Okay, sige. I'd like to show it. Okay, I'd like to share it with us. Once again, Crizel Umayan with her original composition.
So, hi guys, may utos sa inyong tanan. This song is entitled Paglaom. Kay nagalaom ka nga higugmaon ka sa isa ka person. So, yeah, char. Sana all higugmaon.
Kung pwede na juta kung kintahay ubalik na ka, ako pabagi hapon ang imong pangitaon sa mga mulabay nga higayon. Ako maghulat lang gihapon, magdanggo lang sa kusa atua, samtang gapaabot sa imuha. Di ba posible nga mahigugma ka kanako? Ug dili ba angay ang langit nga iwagtang ning akong kasubo? Dili ko mubuhi kay sigurado ko nga aduna kay pagbati. Atong panag-uban permina kong balik-balikan, mga saan mo kanako, ug ang mga pangandoy nato. Mulabay man jud ang mga higayon, ako maghulat lang gihapon. Bisan maglisod ko og damgo, bisan na apay mo abot nga bag-o. Di ba posible nga mahigugma ka kanako? Ug dili ba angay ang langit nga iwagtang ning akong kasubo? Ug dili ko mubuhi kay sigurado ko nga aduna kay pangbati. So, ayan siya,
Wow! Lovely! Once again, that's Crizel Umayan. Siguro we don't have much time na kasi for interview. But we have one more clips here about Crisel Umayan. Right? Meron tayo yung sa Elphaba. We have one more. Now, if you want, okay, for more inquiries, you can message us with this number 0995-125-4540. Southwill Learning Center is located at Limag Saysay Street, Digos City, Davao del Sur. And once again, if you want to know more about our programs, our schedules for the enrollment, okay, you can contact this number 0995-125-4540, and we are located at Limag Saysay Street, Digos City, Davao del Sur. Okay, once again, you have heard the original composition of Crisel Umayan. Ayan, ang ganda-ganda, diba? Now, I wish we can ask Crisel about this work. But we don't have much time. But we still have one more video clips to share with you guys the performance of Crisel during the staging of the Journey to the Star. Once Upon a Book Part 2 is a theater productions that we have produced last year. Now, Crisel also will be performing in Fly Me to the Moon for another theater production this year, but that will be sometime in April. So catch her performance then. But this time, she played the role of Elphaba, an excerpt from The Wicked, and the song entitled Defying Gravity. Okay, so here we go.
We're playing by the rules of someone else's game. Too late for second guessing. Too late to go back to sleep. Time to trust my instincts. Close my eyes and leave. Time to try finding gravity. I think I'll try.
And that was Crisela Mayan playing Elphaba. Okay, and the rest of the actors are from humanities students and arts and design track, the senior high school students. So, we don't have much time. Now, if you want to know more about our programs, you can contact this number 0995-125-4540. Our school is located at Lim Street, Magsaysay Street, corner Magsaysay, Digo City, Davao del Sur. Okay? So thank you for tuning in with us. This is Teacher Rhea. You are watching Shine More with Teacher Rhea on Southwill Live. So, and I'm expecting you next week that you'll be joining us in our conversations about the arts and the aspirations of the budding artist. So join us once again next week. Okay, so, and that's all for today. God bless us all. Thank you.
Broadcast Group Incorporated, DXPM Power Media 91.
Kay Jesus, apan ang tuburan sa kinabuhi, midagayday alang sa mga kalag, ug ang kalawuran sa kaluoy, naukab alang sa tibuok kalibutan. O tuburan sa kinabuhi, dili masukod ang Diyos nung kaluoy. Lukpa ang kalibutan, ug ibobo ang imong kaugalingon kanamo. O dugo ug tubig, nga mibuhagay gikan sa kasing-kasing ni Jesus, nga tuburan sa kaluoy alang kanamo, nagasalig ako kanimo. O dugo ug tubig, nga mibuhagay gikan sa kasing-kasing ni Jesus, nga tuburan sa kaluoy alang kanamo, nagasalig ako kanimo. O dugo ug tubig, nga mibuhagay gikan sa kasing-kasing ni Jesus.
Mga Degosenyos, gusto ba ninyo umasenso sa buhay? Sali na tayo sa Jokal 688.